Mike earns $6.50 per hour, plus 4% of his sales. Enter an equation for Mike's total earnings, E, when he works X hours and has a total of Y sales in dollars. Alright, so we know that Mike is making money in two different ways. First, he's making it based on the amount of time he's at work, and he's also making money based on the amount of sales he completes. Let's take a look at time. Now, we know that he makes $6.50 if he works for 1 hour. Now, if he works for 2 hours, then he would be making $13, or $6.50 times 2. If he worked 3 hours, then that would be $6.50 times 3. So he could get $6.50 plus $6.50 plus $6.50. So for every hour, another $6.50. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the sales might work out. Now he's going to be making 4% of his sales. Now we have to get ready for the multiplication of 4% by looking at how you would write 4% as a decimal. That would be 0.04. Knowing that 4% is the same as 4 over 100, and 4 100ths written as a decimal is 0.04. To figure out the amount of money Mike would get from making a sale, we would take the amount of money that he made in the sale for the company, multiply that times 0.04, and that would tell us how much money that Mike would get as his share of making a good sale. For example, if he sold an item for $100, he made the company $100. His company is definitely happy that he made money. Mike is going to get a small little part of that, 4% of that, and Mike would make $4 because 100 times 0.04 equals 4. So that's kind of how the sales part would work. And we also know how the time part works, where he makes $6.50 for every hour. Okay, so if we come back over here and let's look at the question. Once again, it's an enter an equation. The problem is not asking us to solve this equation at any values. It just wants us to craft or create this equation that could be used for other applications. So we're going to start out by setting this all Mike's total earnings equal to E. Now, we know that Mike is going to make money based off of these two different ways. He's going to make it based off of time, and he's going to make it off of sales. And let's take a look at time. Let's look at the word problem. It says, when he works X hours. So my example was for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. Well, we could just generalize. And this expression will always tell us how much money Mike makes for X hours worked. So we can come down here into our equation and enter in the expression that represents the amount of money that Mike makes based on how much time he works. Now we're going to add that to the amount of money that he makes through sales. Let's go back to the word problem. It says, and has a total of Y sales in dollars. Now I use an example with 100 as a specific number, but in general, if he makes a sale of any type of Y dollars, then we would multiply that times 0.04, and this expression would represent how much money Mike makes for that sale. So let's put the 0.04 first times Y, and this tells us the amount of money that Mike is making for his sales, and we of course are adding these two amounts together to figure out how much money Mike makes in total. We have our final equation. So let's go ahead and enter this equation into the item. We have E equals 6.50 X plus 0.04 Y. And that is the equation that represents Mike's total earnings.